Once upon a time, in the ancient lands of Persia, there lived a legendary hero named Umro Ayyar. Known for his cunning, bravery, and magical abilities, Umro was a member of the renowned group of adventurers called the 40 Thieves. Though the name suggested a life of crime, the 40 Thieves were actually protectors of justice, using their skills to defend the weak and uphold peace in their land. Umro Ayyar was distinguished by his magical zambil, a mysterious bag that could contain anything and everything he needed, no matter how large or small. He used it wisely, never for greed, but always for the good of others. One day, news reached the 40 Thieves of a powerful sorcerer named Sorcerer who had cast a dark spell over the prosperous city of Jilin. The once thriving city was now shrouded in perpetual darkness, and its people were living in fear. Sorcerer had taken control of the city's palace and demanded tributes of gold and precious gems, threatening to turn anyone who defied him into stone. The leader of the 40 Thieves called upon Umro Ayyar to undertake the perilous journey to Jilin and free its people from Sorcerer's tyranny. With his zambil in hand, Umro set off on his trusted steed, riding through the deserts and mountains until he reached the outskirts of Jilin. As he approached the city, the air grew colder, and the sky turned an ominous shade of gray. Umro Ayyar entered Jilin, where the streets were eerily quiet and the once lively markets were deserted. He made his way to the palace, devising a plan to confront Sorcerer. Umro knew that he had to rely on his wits and the magical items in his zambil to succeed. Disguising himself as a humble merchant, he approached the palace gates. The guards, enchanted by Sorcerer's magic, were not easily deceived, but Umro managed to slip past them using a cloak of invisibility from his zambil. Inside the palace, Umro navigated the labyrinthine corridors until he reached the throne room, where Sorcerer sat on a throne of obsidian, surrounded by treasures plundered from the people of Jilin. With a flick of his wrist, Sorcerer could turn intruders into stone, but Umro was prepared. "Who dares to enter my domain?" Sorcerer's voice echoed through the chamber. Umro stepped forward, revealing himself. "I am Umro Ayyar, and I have come to end your reign of terror." Sorcerer laughed, a cruel and mocking sound. "You are brave, but foolish. No one can defeat me." With that, Sorcerer raised his hand to cast his petrifying spell, but Umro was quicker. From his zambil, he drew out a mirror polished to a gleaming finish. As Sorcerer's spell shot towards Umro, it was reflected back by the mirror, striking Sorcerer instead. The sorcerer let out a scream as his own magic turned him into a statue. The darkness over Jilin began to lift, and the people emerged from their homes, rejoicing as the sunlight returned. Umro Ayyar had saved them from the sorcerer's curse. The grateful citizens showered him with praise and offered him treasures, but Umro declined, asking only for their continued vigilance against evil. Before leaving Jilin, Umro used his zambil to produce seeds of prosperity and handed them to the city's elders. "Plant these in your fields, and they will yield bountiful harvests. Use them to rebuild your city and ensure that it thrives once more." With his mission accomplished, Umro Ayyar returned to the 40 Thieves, where he was welcomed as a hero. His tale spread far and wide, inspiring others to stand up against tyranny and fight for justice. And so, the legend of Umro Ayyar lived on, a testament to the power of courage, cleverness, and the unyielding spirit of a true hero.